Hello YouTube, back again with another video. Same day, same me, same. Let me try to get my camera readjusted. I really don't like the light in the background like that. Let me see if I can. Yeah, move over something like this. The light's still there. These are the Frank's Patriots. Kind of look like a Third Reich boot, if you know what I mean. These are supposed to be, well, these aren't necessarily supposed to be, these are Frank's lower tier, lower level boot. However, I don't see any reason why these would be lower tier. They said they use a, they use a different, they use pieces of leather on different parts of the cow, possibly pieces of leather that are more than likely to be, or not necessarily more than likely, but have a higher chance of being dangerous. I guess it's almost like when it comes to choosing leather on the cow, almost like different cuts of meat that you would have from a cow. That's my only understanding of it. There's been several videos on people saying that these are literally just as high in quality as their T1 Commanders, their T2 Highlanders, their Ground Pounders, their Rainiers, their Wiltshires, the other boots that they sell. So it's, what's his name, Carl whatever dude, the one that always goes on and on about how hard he works, but he doesn't really seem like he works hard. There I go again. About, if Frank's can make a boot like this, then why can't other Pacific Northwest style boots make boots like this? But also, does it really grant the price for Pacific Northwest boots? These were $350, $370, something like that, between $350 to $375 for these boots. 9.5 double E. And these Frank's, the width of my foot, they recommended just a double E, not a triple E. And in these boots are the ones they normally keep in stock. I guess they do, and I can tell they do because these boots have some dust on them. I don't know if how long they've been sitting in a warehouse or in their stock room. It doesn't matter to me because there's no doubt boots and stuff that have been sitting at in stock houses and stock rooms for months, probably years, and people still wear them and never have any issues. So it's not an issue for me whatsoever. I don't really care when it comes to that stuff. I'm not hard to please when it comes to that aspect, as long as they don't fall apart when I wear them. I really don't care. There's only one blemish I can see on these boots so far. I've looked over these with a detailed hand also, just like I did with my JKs, and I'm actually wearing the JKs right now. Have the Spinco inserts in there. Fit great, no issues. Plenty of toe room, plenty of wiggle room. Really, they fit excellent. They feel like haven't even wore them. I literally just laced them up, put them on, and they already feel like they're already broken in. They really do feel that way. I'm not just saying that to be a nut hugger. Obviously, if you've seen the video of the JK boots, I know I didn't give them any slack. I don't give anyone any slack. We live in a world today where I don't accept excuses from people. That's just me. But these boots did come a little dusty. As you can see, these are the logger style boots. But these were actually less than the JKs. The only blemish I can see is right here. Let me see. And it almost looks like a it's a piece of leather. It looks like that they've tried to, but they've tried to use the piece of leather that would be right here, or it's possibly they were trying to make a lace or something, and it looks like it's got halfway punched. It's just a little hole, pinhole right here, and this one's just a little hole. It's not enough to be upset over. Not enough to send them back over, I don't think. Shoot, I could probably take some glue or something and put right there and never have an issue out of it. But we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, these are all leather boots. They don't advertise to be waterproof, so I don't really expect them to be waterproof. I understand there will be. Yeah, just these boots are just. There's like there's dust and stuff in here. I'm not sure if it's because it just came in the box that they were shipped in. Literally, like if you buy them from them, which is like that box that had been taped. I'm not sure if stuff has gotten in that way, or these have sat for a little bit. But nonetheless, these are the lower tier, quote unquote, boots from them. So if they do have it, but that's like I said, that's the only spot on the boot. If they do have some sort of issue with this, then I don't know. It's kind of as good as these boots look. These really are some good looking boots, I think. I mean, as high quality as they feel. This doesn't feel like cheap leather. This doesn't feel like pleather. It doesn't feel like, you know, it's like, it doesn't feel crappy. It doesn't feel like a low level at all. These are within the price range of the Danner Super Rainforest and Rainforest boots. Actually, the Super Rainforest and the Rainforest are more expensive than these, and they don't come. This is not rubber. This is leather. This is multiple layers of leather here in the heel, and this is rubber. That the outsole is obviously rubber, but the midsole is all leather. So I guess these are actually probably a better price for what you get compared to the Danner Super Rainforest and Rainforest. But we'll see about that, because these are in the price range. The Danner Rainforest and Super Rainforest are obviously do not have the logger heel, but I'll be doing a comparison because they are really within the same price range. These JKs were basically they were right around $520, I think. After shipping, after tax, they did come discounted. I got them at a discount, so we'll see about that. Really a nice boot. Let me find the literature that came with it. See if we can't be pricks. And here is the let me see. Here's the box it came in. It came shipped just like this, taped up, obviously. So we'll see. You know, it's a little dusty in here. We're just kind of, it wasn't sad to see, but it was kind of just, kind of distasteful, if you ask me, because of how Franks has such a high reputation. They really do. And I understand that it doesn't come down to how they were shipped, or if the boots have dust on them. That doesn't matter. What matters is how are they comfortable, how long do they last on the foot. They only sent one piece of literature, unlike JK that sends multiple. There's no one that has a little signature signing, yes, these are 100%, you know, past quality control. Excuse me. Here's how to break in your Franks boots. Oh, well, actually, not sure if that's the dye from the boots, but my tips of my fingers are kind of black. I haven't been doing anything today that would merit that. Protect your investment. You just invested in a pair of Franks handmade leather boots. Or is that the ink off of here? I can't really tell, is it? I don't know. The quicker you get your boots broken in, the sooner you will begin to receive the benefits that a handmade boot will provide. Obviously, even though personally sometimes I go the long way around to explain something, little stuff like that, it's like, duh, why even put that in there? Why waste it? Why not add another good piece of information, or a beneficial piece of information when it comes to taking care of boots or your boot wearing experience or something like that? Why waste it on a little throwaway sentence like that, or like just a whole little explanation? You just invested in a hand. Obviously, I know I'd done that. It's like, I don't know. It's like saying, I'm going to tell you. Why don't say I'm going to tell you? Just tell me. You know what I mean? It's not teasing. It's not quit. Let me get it out, and then just teasing it a little bit. Just tell me. That's where I'm at with a lot of things. Just tell me, like, when you watch these YouTube videos or you watch these shorts, like, here in a minute I'm going to tell you why this is the best and best and best, and what is the best. And then, but first, here's our sponsors. I don't care about your sponsors. I understand. Just have a whole complete video for your sponsors. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I spent my money on these Franks and the JKs. I spent my money on my Danners, my other Danners. My family, bought the Red Wings for me as a gift, but even though they bought them for me as a gift, I was honest. So, break in. You should have a thumb's width between the ends of your big toe and the edge of the boot. Yes, I have. I did that. As the arch settles, your toe will move forward and the boot will curl up a bit. This extra length is necessary. That's always what scares me, is like, this extra length is necessary. Well, maybe that extra length, I need that extra length beforehand, even before the boots start curling up, because of extra thick wool socks, because I prefer a little bit of wiggle room in my toe area, so on and so forth. Have your boots laced tightly. Walk around for 5 minutes to relax the foot. Then have someone else check where your longest toe ends. Why would you have someone else check it? Walk around for 5 minutes, okay. After 5 minutes, I don't think these boots were going to be broken in enough to really get a good estimate. On the first day, while using a 50-50 mixture of alcohol and water, lace your boots up snugly. Spray the boot liberally with the mixture and massage it into the boot. Wear them for 1 to 3 hours. If the heel slip occurs, tighten laces as needed. Do not use any boot grease, leather products, or waterproofing during the break-in process. Okay, you have JK that says to use oil during the break-in process. Franks is saying do not use it during the break-in process. I actually use a 50-50 alcohol water mixture. Now, is this, what percent isophoric alcohol do I use? Do I use 90%, 75, 70? Which water do I use? Do I use distilled water? Do I use water out of the faucet? Do I use, what do I have? Well water? Is well water going to affect it? You got distilled. Do I use not pasteurized, but shoot, the water. Which water do I use? Does that come into effect? Are the chemicals that's in everyday not drinking water, but everyday water that comes out of the faucet, are they going to hurt my boot? It's something to take into consideration. I think so, at least. And I'm not sure, they are the boot makers. I'm sure they know. But I don't really feel comfortable. I wouldn't really feel comfortable rubbing alcohol, something that is an astringent, something that is known for causing dry skin, dry crack. There is, used that an astringent, something that will evaporate. Maybe that's the point, but it's going to draw the oils out of the leather. I don't know if I completely agree with that, or maybe the logic just isn't there for me. And then don't use any leather products or waterproofing during the break-in process, boot grease. I'm sure they mean a conditioner, a leather oil, a boot oil, along those lines, which with my Danner Queries, I didn't use anything until they needed to be oiled. With my Danner Super Rainforest, I wore them, oiled them, wore them, oiled them, wore them, oiled them. I oiled them 2 or 3 different times within literally the first couple weeks of wearing, and I had no break-in issues at all. So I don't know, guys. Oftentimes, where these boots really don't come with a padded collar, I do recommend oiling around here to help break this in. That way, it's not digging into the back of your leg, because it can be aggravating. It's best to wear the boot daily, increasing the time by an hour or so each day. Some people don't have time to do this, honestly. A lot of guys probably don't have time to do this. They're not going to take in the time. If people say, well, if you want your boots to last, you're going to have to do this. If you want them to break in easily, you're going to have to do this. A lot of people don't have the time. I mean, they've waited months on these boots. Not necessarily the Patriots. Basically 2 weeks. 2 weeks from order. 2 weeks, and I got them. So it's like, why? I mean, it's, I understand break-in process. I understand, but a lot of guys don't have the time to do this. A lot of guys don't have extra boots to do this. And I'm speaking about people who basically go from thinking, okay, I'm just going to buy the cheapest boot. Okay, I'm going to wear Timberlands, wear the Timberland Pros. I'm going to splurge a little bit and get Red Wings. They get the Red Wings, they go to Danners. And then they go to, they look at the front, they see the JKs, they look at, those are good looking boots. JKs are good looking boots. They try the JKs, and they branch out. The guys that really just need a work boot, not guys that have an exorbitant amount of money to spend on cool looking boots and they just sit at the house all day. It's best to wear the boots daily, increasing the time. Just wear the boots. Break them in however you want to. Continue to spritz your boots with a 50-50 mixture each day. However, you don't want to oversaturate your boots. Okay, you said spray liberally, and then you said don't oversaturate. So you're gonna have to get more in detail, or kind of explain it a little bit more. Just saying. And still, I don't agree with putting alcohol on these boots. I just don't. On these JKs where the little warning thing was, I could understand rubbing alcohol and putting on it there, or the 50-50 mix or whatever you want. Wear your boots every possible moment thereafter. This will help the break-in process go faster. After your boots are broken in, we suggest they be treated with Obenoff's leather preservative, or Obenoff's LP, available on Franks.com or call. Okay, so they just done a little shameless plug there to order from them. Okay, I don't understand the break-in process. Best way to break your boots in is wear them. Hands down. Wear them however you're going to be wearing them. Wear them however you are going to be wearing them. If you're going to be walking on concrete all day, walk on concrete. If you're going to be walking on a mixture of things, walk on a mixture of things. The best thing to do. Bring these to work if you have the ability. Keep your other pair of boots that you're used to wearing in your truck. Bring them with you in your grip or your hand or your bag. Keep them somewhere close, like at work. Leave them on the engine. Shove back, clear 20. I need to change my boots. Okay, it's like it needs to come down to the point to where I understand that these boots are not the same. I understand all boots are not the same, but there's some universal things to hold on to. And I'm not picking on Franks. I'm picking on Franks, Nicks, Westco, Watts, Danner. Yeah, Danner is technically a PNW boot. Red Wing isn't a PNW boot, but I'm picking on them too. I pick on everyone. I mean, I'm an equal opportunity offender. I don't care. I'm not sponsored by anybody. It just is what it is. And if Franks wants to reach out to me, or JK wants to reach out to me, explain why they say what they say and do what they do, okay. But you know, I've been wearing boots long enough, and I know long enough what to do and what not to do. So I don't understand the spraying of the alcohol on there, but excuse me, these are a really nice boot, really well made. And it's odd because, you know, I had this little, it's right here. Oh shoot, where did it go? I talked crap about it, and then I can't find the little spot that was on the boot. Oh, here it is, on the right foot. There's that little spot. I don't know. It's kind of, like I said, it looks like, I don't know. It almost looks like that they were laying right here, and they were pressing in where they wanted to put the quick laces, and then they've hit it right here, or something's happened, or they tried to punch. It looks like almost a belt punch, like it had like a holes to your belt. It looks like they tried to do it. They kind of half butt done it, you know, and then they didn't get it done. But nonetheless, and then on the left boot, I felt in here, and there was a little small piece of leather that was sticking up. I was like, wait, what is this? What is that? There was like a little small piece of leather that was sticking up. And what I had done was, it was a little small piece of leather, but what I had done is took some 1500 grit sandpaper and just lightly sanded it down and cleaned it out a little bit, and no issues. So all good. These do not come with Spinco insoles. These do not come with insoles at all, other than the insoles that are already in the boot. I know people are going to say, well, there's insoles in the boot. Yeah, but they're glued in. They're not typical insoles like 99% of the people in the world knows insoles to be. So, very nice. These are a 10-inch boot, where the JKs of mine are an 8-inch boot. I have honestly never had a 10-inch boot before. It's going to be interesting to see. Probably not going to be any difference at all. I wouldn't expect there really to be. Come with nice leather laces. Comes with these kilties. Would probably be cool to wear them this way with the rough out, and then polish them up, or not polish them up, but add some oil to it. Have like a little rough out look right here. That'd actually be pretty cool. So, hope everyone has a great day. See you later.